The Tonight Show. Starring Johnny Carson was the ultimate gateway to stardom in the 1970s and 1980s, the stage every comedian dreamed of conquering because one good set in front of Carson meant instant credibility, a phone ringing off the hook, with offers and a career that could change overnight. But it was also a stage where one misstep could mean the end. And no one learned that lesson more painfully than a bold female comedian whose entire trajectory was altered after just one joke. Because while Carson was known for his charm and humor, he was also fiercely protective of his brand of comedy and the respect of his audience. And on one unforgettable night, she walked onto his stage determined to make her mark, opening with sharp observations that had the crowd in stitches. But then came the joke. The one joke that went too far for Carson, a quip that poked at a sensitive subject he personally disliked, a line that mixed risque humor with a not-so-subtle jab at the host himself. And although the studio audience erupted in nervous laughter, Johnny's face reportedly hardened, his smile fading. And everyone watching knew instantly that something had shifted in the air, because Carson rarely showed anger. But when he did, it was unforgettable. And though the comedian powered through the rest of her set, the damage was already done. Because after that night, she never received another invitation to sit across from the king of late night again, effectively banned from the show forever. And while some argued it was a clash of egos, Johnny protecting his empire versus a rising star testing boundaries, others whispered that the joke cut too close to personal truths Carson never wanted aired publicly. But regardless of the reason, the outcome was the same, and for her, the loss was devastating. Because in that era, a Carson ban wasn't just one less talk show appearance, it was a career-altering exile, closing doors to television opportunities and casting a long shadow over future gigs. Yet in time, she turned the scandal into part of her identity, wearing the ban as a badge of honor, proof that she was willing to push boundaries and speak boldly even when it cost her everything. And in later interviews, she admitted that she both regretted the timing and wording of the joke, but also recognized that being fearless was what made her stand out in the first place. But still, the Carson ban lingered in Hollywood lore as a cautionary tale, a reminder that the power of a single moment, a single line, could forever alter the trajectory of a career. And even decades later, fans still whisper and speculate, remembering that electric tension, that stunned silence, that awkward laugh, and the host's cold expression that said everything. And while Johnny Carson himself never publicly addressed it, insiders claim that once you were on his never again list, there was no coming back, no second chance, and that's exactly what happened here. One fearless comedian made history on The Tonight Show, not for being welcomed into Johnny's inner circle like so many others, but for being the rare guest who crossed the invisible line, told one joke too many, and paid the price with a lifetime ban that Hollywood would never forget.